Hi guys, welcome to our channel Being a Best Teacher. Today I'm going to discuss question paper of SNDT with you guys. The questions are critical understanding of ICT. I'm going to discuss these questions with you. All the answers, important question answers are given in the description box. You can go there and download the link from given below, right in the description box. And let us just start with the questions. Important question. There are very few, very important questions, and there are some important questions which you need to understand. Let me just discuss with you guys. Let us just start with it. First is answer the following question. This is of 40 marks, and let me just read out all the questions given there. uh, let us just start with this critical understanding of ICT, right? First question, first A part which is given is what are the challenges in integrated information and communication technology in school education? This is the first question. Let me read out the other questions as well. What is the concept of education and technology? Explain the need of ICT in education. Next is explain the concept and nature of ICT in detail. Next is how will you overcome the challenges of integrating ICT in school education? Explain with the proper examples. How will you use ICT in teaching process and administration? Explain with proper examples. Explain the scope of ICT in education with the reference to following points. There are 5 points. Let me just tell you. You have to explain the scope of ICT with this given points. Teaching learning process, evaluation, publication, research, and administration. These are the 5 points which are given. You have to write the scope with this. Let us just go to the next question now, which is explain the concept, importance, and nature of information and communication technology. Next is discuss the scope of ICT in education with special reference of teaching learning process and evaluation. Next is how will you use ICT in publication, evaluation, and research. Next is explain it with proper examples. Next is in today's scenario there are no challenges in integrating information and communication technology in school education. Justify your views with example. You have to write your views with examples on this given scenario. Next, this is the B part which we are discussing now, which will how will you use word processor and presentation software for teaching learning? Explain with proper example. Next part is what is meant by state the type of software? How will you use word processor and presentation software to enhance quality of education? Next is how will you use presentation software for teaching in your practice teaching school? Example explain with suitable examples. Next is explain meaning and characteristics of computer in detail. I guess everybody knows what question they have asked you and what they want you to write about it, right? I hope everybody knows meaning and characteristics of computer. Everybody can write it in detail. This is a 40 mark question which they have asked you. This can come in the question certainly. Next is how will you use presentation software, that is PPT, in teaching? Explain with proper example. Next part is how will you use media player and presentation software for teaching learning? What are the different applications software? Discuss with suitable examples how will you develop these skills among your students? Next is, why should you study input devices as like keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone and digital camera? Explain with suitable examples. Next is B part, what are the different applications of software? Discuss how will you use presentation software for making your teaching learning process more effective. Next part is, how will you use image editing software for preparing the teaching learning aids? Explain with proper example. What are the different types of storage devices? Describe. What are the characteristics of computers? You have to write a characteristics of computers here, they are asking. Next is, what is the concept and function for operating system? How will you make use of its teaching learning transaction? Describe the application software. How is it useful for self learning? Now the C part continues. Now let me just discuss that also with you. How will you develop information acquisition and information discrimination skills to enhance learning? How will you use CAL and virtual classroom in teaching learning processor? What is CAL? How will you integrate CAL in your school subjects teaching learning processor? Next is, how will you develop communication skills and ICT skills among your students? Explain with suitable example. Next is, what is M learning? How will you integrate M learning in your school subjects teaching learning process? Next is, explain the concept, needs and use of on-demand examinations and online examinations. Next part is, what are the different such search engines? Discuss the use of internet in teaching learning process with suitable examples. How computer assisted learning CAL and virtual classroom will help to the students for self learning. Write the concept of internet. How will you use internet to enhance teaching learning processor? Next part is, what is the ICT and communication skills? Discuss with suitable examples. How will you develop these skills among your students? Explain the concept of ICT, why and how will you organize CAL computer assisted learning program for your students? Next is, what are the benefits of WhatsApp, Twitter and blog to the students for self learning? Next is, how development of communication skills, ICT skills can enhance learning. Next is, how EDUSAT is useful in virtual classroom. What is the concept and need for CAL? Explain the function of CAL. What is the benefit of social media for self learning of student? What is the advantage and disadvantage for social networking? What is the role of teacher as an evaluator and researcher? The part is, what points will you consider while developing e-content for your classroom teaching? Next is, discuss the shift in education due to ICT content with special reference to method of teaching and classroom environment and infrastructures. Explain the role of teacher as an e-content developer. What is the role of teaching? What is the role of teacher as a mediator between learner and resources? What is the role of teacher in plagiarism and hacking issues? How will you stop this problem? Explain the paradigm shift in education due to information and communication technology. Write a short note, any one, each one. So basically, they are talking about paradigm shift in education due to information and communication technology. They have asked you 2 3 times in different years. We have given all the questions. They have twisted all the questions and asked again. So you can get all the answers for these in the link in the description. Discuss the role teachers as an e-content developer and mediator between learner and web resources. So they have used this question multiple times. They are asking you again and again. We have added all the questions over here. They must be repeated in the question paper. Don't don't you worry, guys, because basically we have added all the questions from last few years. They are asking for all these answers. You can go to the description and get a link from there. You will be able to download it from there. uh, let us just continue and discuss all the questions. What is the impact of ICT on method of teaching, classroom environment and infrastructure? Discuss the role of teacher as facilitator of education. Next part is, what is the role of teacher in plagiarism and hacking issues? How will you stop this problem? Again, they have twisted this question and ask you. You can get the answers in the description box. Next is, discuss the paradigm shift in education due to ICT content with special reference to education management method of teaching. Next is, changing roles of a teacher due to ICT as a e-tutor or e-content developer. Next is, right concept and needs of Copyright and Plagiarism Act. What are the advantage and disadvantage of social networking? Explain various roles of teacher changed due to ICT. Again, they have twisted this question and asked you. They are asking for the same thing, but answers are given. We have attached a file in the description. You can find the answers over there. It's very easy. Uh, Moving on to the next part, which is write a short note. Let me just tell you what short notes options they have given. Let us just discuss the short notes. This is a 20 question mark. Write a short note and options are given. You can look at the video. Let us just discuss this as well. Importance of audio video conferencing. Next is email. Next is email as a facility for communication. Next is uses of Google Forms. Explain the technological revolution, use of Google Drive and Maps. Next is e-library. Next is need for ICT in education, use of audio video conferencing, technological revolution and impact on society. Next is facility available for communication, use for ICT for research purpose. Next is important for Google Doc and Google Drive. Next is audio video conference, scope for ICT in administration, limit of Google Drive and Maps, storage device. Next is importance of storage device, important types of storage device. Explain the ICT tools. Next is limit of output device, projector. Next is output device. Operating system concept and functions. Importance for printer and speakers. Functions of operating system. Next is use for LCD projectors. Next is data management, spreadsheet. Importance for barcode readers and touch screens. So guys, all these which I have read to you, this is basically they are asking to write a short note on these, which all these things, all these options which I have read you. There are few more, C part and D part. Let me read it out to you. Characteristics of computer. Next is output devices. Benefit for computer assisted learning or M learning. Next is concept and importance of M learning. Next is computer assisted learning. Now they have twisted the question. They can ask you benefit for they can ask you computer assisted learning. So both are same. Next is concept of M learning. Again they have twisted it. They are asking benefit concept and learning. They are asking concept of M learning. Anything they can ask you in the question paper. They can ask you simply what is M learning or M learning. Next is benefit of M learning. Third, next part is search engine uses. Search engine like Google, Yahoo, search. That is what they are talking about. Next is search engine concept and uses. Again, they have twisted. They're basically talking about search engines. So you have to write about search engines, a small short note on that. Next is M learning, which is ML. Next is advantages of social media. Next is learning through teachers tube. Next is learning through blogs and twitters. Next they are asking disadvantages for social media. Next is online examinations. Next is meaning for computer viruses. What does they mean? What is the meaning of computer viruses? Next is student safety on net. Net. Role of teacher as felicitator of learning. Next is importance of email and chat. Next is role of teacher as a e-content developer. Next is student safety on net. Next is meaning of copyright. What is the meaning of copyright? Next is computer viruses. Again, they have twisted the question. They are asking for computer viruses. What is the meaning of computer viruses or computer viruses? You have to write a short note on this. Next is need for awareness about copyright and plagiarism. Next is plagiarism. Next is student safety on net. Concept for e-tutor. What is the concept of e-tutor? Role of teacher in student safety on internet. Next is role of teacher as a mediator between learner and web resources. Next is computer viruses and web resources. Again they are asking about computer viruses. Basically this is a very important topic which you have to understand. Web resources, computer viruses, copyright, content development, all these topics you have to understand. Importance of email, chat, these things you have to write a short note on this, and you can find a short note in our description. There is a link in the description below. You can just find a link and you can download it from there. An appropriate short note we have written. You can write yourself also a short note if you have your views. We have written as per our views. Now comes the third question, which is fill in the blanks. I'll be reading out you to the questions. 4 options are given. You can look at the 4 options. Let me just read out the questions to you. First question is www stands for. I guess everybody knows what www stands for. Next is where is RAM located? 4 options. Third is where are saved files stored in computer? Now 4 options are given. Fourth is which operations are performed by RAM, RAM. Fifth is MPG is a file extension of which type of file? 4 options are given. Next is long form of www is. filling the blanks. Basically, they have again twisted the question www, what is the full form or what is the long form of www. Next is HTML stands for, there are four options. Again, dash is not input device, four options. Next is not a dash is not a facility of communication. This is your ninth question. Now comes the 10th question. 10th question is cal stands for, four options. Next is ICT is a blend of, this is your 11th question. 12th question is temporary memory of computer is, four questions. 13th is most important part of hardware is, four options. 14th question, Information and Communication Act in India was amended in, four options. 15 question, dash was the first web browser. Again they have twisted, this is www, world wide web, and they have again twisted and asked you, I guess everybody knows what www is. 16 question is term hardware is referred to, four options are given. 17th question, which of the following cannot be done using email, four options. 18th question is which one of the following devices is required to connect to a computer to the internet, four options. 19th question, which one of the following devices is must to run a computer, again four options. 20th question, which one of the following is an input device. Next is 21st question, what is the name of web page address. 22nd question, which one of the following is important messaging application. Three options are given, you can choose first or second, you can choose second or third, only first, second and third, you can choose any of that. 23rd question, MOOC, mock stands for, four options. 24th question, which one of the following is not a search engine, four options. 25th question, HTML is used to create, four options. The brain of any computer is, again four options are given. This was the 26th question. Let us just go to 27th question now. 27th question, PNG refers to, there are four options given. Next is 28th question, all of the following are computer input device except for, four options. 29 question, which part of the computer helps to store, four options are given. 30th question, which one of these stores more data than a DVD, four options are given. 31st question, a word processor can be used for, there are four options. HTML means, four options. Which one of the following devices is must to run a computer, again four options are given. 34th question, a small storage device that can be used to transport file from one computer to another is called dash, there are four options. 35th question, identify from following which one is not an input device, four options, which is not an input device. 36th question, email address is made up of, four options. 37th question, multitasking is a feature of, again four options. 38 question. This is the last question for filling the blanks. Dash is not a social media app. There are again four options given. You can choose. Now these were the fill in the blanks which were given in the question paper. There must be few question fill in the blanks which must have repeated, but they have twisted and ask you about these fill in the blanks. For all the filling the blanks, you can go to the description box and get a link from there. You can download it from there. Minimal prices are there. You can go to the description box and you can get it from there. Now comes the part where they have given a situation. They have given a small situation. They are asking two questions to write your view as per the situation. Right. Now I'll be discussing that situation. I'll be telling you the situations and asking you the questions as well. Let me just read it out to you. Read the case and answer the following questions. So cases they have given. You can write your views also. Otherwise, we are providing you the views. You can write it accordingly. Let me just read out to you. The teacher does not know how to use the presentation software in the class but wants to use it. Question is, how will you help him? Second question is, which will be the necessary to learn in detail, explain in detail. Next is, Sushant mom and dad is very upset with behavior. When they ask something to him, he says, wait mom, I will search on Google. If they want any number, address, meaning of any word, old news, update news, he always use search on mobile and then told. Due to his such behavior, his mom and dad called him mobile addict. They says that because of mobile, Sushant didn't read books, newspaper, and didn't have more friends. Now this is a situation which they have given. There are two questions I'm reading out to you. First is, how will you solve Sushant mom and dad problem as a teacher? Next is, due to overuse of technology, which problem will he face in developing linguistics skills? Now comes the next situation. Anand is studying in standard ninth. His parents complained to the class teacher that he is addicted with social media and games. They would like to refrain him from it. There are three questions I'm reading out to you. How will you guide to the parents in this situation? As a class teacher, what will you do for student safety on internet? Third question is, how will you use social media for learning purposes? Let us discuss the next situation, next case. Next is, 2 years are remaining for the teacher's retirement. Principal has asked him to teach computer in the class. However, he started avoiding it. This is a situation. Let me just tell you the questions as well. If you were a teacher in that school, how would you guide this teacher? Next is, do you think computer is necessary in schools? Explain with examples. Now we have given our views in the answer sheet, but you can give your views also. If you have any views, if you want to write your views also, you can write your views also. Let us just move to the next situation now. Nowadays, the parents are showing their interest in finding available facilities in school before taking admissions for their child. School authorities are now giving focus on providing various facilities to the students. They also give opportunity to those students who have familiar with various technological skills. There is one question. Discuss the paradigm shift in education due to ICT with suitable examples. They have asked you to write a short note on this. They have asked a question also, and they have given a situation also on this paradigm shift in education due to ICT with suitable examples. So you can write a suitable example, and you can write your views also as per the situation, or we have written a suitable situation answer for this. Let us just discuss the next case now. The teacher does not know how to use LED projector in the class, but the teacher wants to use it. How will you help him? Which skill will be necessary to learn? Explain in detail. This is the last case which I am reading out to you. Let us just finish this. Naresh is a student of 10th standard. While studying, he used his mobile phone for calculation, notes, and question answers. His parents complained to the class teacher that he is addicted to smartphone. They would like to refrain it from him. Now they can see in the question paper, they can change Naresh, Ramesh, Suresh, anybody they can change, and they can give you the same situation. They are asking, uh, they want to basically they want to know the phone addiction. They want to know your views about phone addiction to the students. Let me just ask you two questions which they have asked you. How will you guide the parents in this situation? Next question, as a technology teacher, how will you guide Naresh? So basically this was a question paper which we have created for you guys, and I hope you understand what we are trying to tell you according to this question paper. I hope this is beneficial for you guys, right? And for all the answers to these questions which we have discussed right now in the video, you can go to the description box and download it from there. We have given the link over there, you can get it from there. And all the best, guys. Thank you, and subscribe to our channel. Let us help us grow. And for more videos, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends. And thank you so much, and all the best.